93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. Billy Joe Saunders is mentioning Amir Khan's name to get publicity for his bum fight. You know, it's one thing for Amir Khan to come back after 2 years from a knockout loss to fight a not a good level fighter. Let's call him a bum, right? Let's call Phil LaGreco a bum. Just call it to make people happy. Billy Joe Saunders has been fighting competitions like that his whole life. His whole career. You know, have you ever seen Billy Joe Saunders fighting a big puncher and then taking his punch? I'm not saying that it's cool to take a punch when you can just move around in boxing, but have you seen him take a punch from a big puncher? No. So how do you know he can take a big punch from a big puncher? Because let's be real, if Amir Khan never had to take a big punch from a big puncher, he wouldn't be knocked out. Just like Billy Joe Saunders hasn't taken a big punch from a big puncher. So what's the difference? Where is the difference? How do you know if Billy Joe Saunders faces a big puncher like a Charlo, a man who's ducking, a man who Billy Joe Saunders is ducking? How do you know that Billy Joe Saunders wouldn't get knocked out? In sports, you're not good until you prove otherwise. If I claim I'm as good as Michael Jordan, you know, people will be like, yeah, whatever. Let's see you prove it. And if I never prove it, then I will never go down as someone who's better than Michael Jordan. No way. So why would there be difference here? Billy Joe Saunders never fought a big puncher. I mean, he fought David Lemieux, but David Lemieux never landed big punch on him. So, yeah, man. What he's doing is mentioning Amir Khan's name to promote his fight, to promote his career. There's jealousy in it. You know, you've seen George Groves mentioning Amir Khan's name, trying to say, oh, celebrating like you won a title or something like that. But Amir Khan's one of the most accomplished fighters in the UK. He has beaten more champions / former world champions / top fighters more than any other active fighter. And, you know, his resume is up there with one of the best. You know, I would say Joshua has a really good resume. I think Fury, he beat Klitschko. He beat Chisora. And, you know, Amir Khan, he beat a lot of good fighters. It's just a lot of UK fans and a lot of UK fighters are jealous of Amir Khan. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. Billy Joe Saunders calling him a coward, but he's ducking Charlo himself. And let's not get it twisted. He openly ducked Triple G. And when Triple G was a bit exposed by Kell Brook, Billy Joe Saunders all of a sudden wants to fight him. And you know, there's something about Billy Joe Saunders. It doesn't seem appealing as a person. His personality doesn't seem appealing in the sense that, you know, he's calling people cowards. He's saying people are cowards and whatnot. And, you know, he actually tried to get involved, like, you know, try to talk shit about Amir Khan's personal life, about, you know, the tweet that he sent about his wife. You know, granted that Amir Khan's fault there is in that situation, but Billy Joe Saunders, right, from a little bit digging on the internet, and there's some videos on this, on Billy Joe Saunders himself in it. Basically what happened was, he had a phone conversation with this guy, right? Now this guy wanted to square off against Billy Joe Saunders because Billy Joe Saunders had sex with his wife, and, you know, because everyone thought she cheated. And the relationship, he broke the relationship like that. But then later it was found out that Billy Joe Saunders has got her drunk and then had sex with her. He ruined that relationship. That guy wanted to square off with him to settle their beef because, I mean, if you know, Billy Joe Saunders from a traveler's background, and the other guy, I believe, was from a traveler's background as well, and they wanted to settle it with a fist fight. That's what they do. But guess what Billy Joe Saunders did? This is a man who's calling Amir Khan a coward, right? Amir Khan fought over 10 champions / former world champions / top fighters. Billy Joe Saunders probably fought like 3-4. This is what Billy Joe Saunders did when that man challenged him. He ducked it. That's it. That's what he did. He ducked it. You know, so that's all you need to know about Billy Joe Saunders, man. I'm just stating facts. I'm just stating truth. I feel like he's being a hypocrite. You know, he's being a hypocrite straight up. He is doing what Kell Brook has been doing. Kell Brook was not known before. You know, some fans started to know Kell Brook because he kept mentioning Amir Khan's name. He kept being on the news for mentioning Amir Khan's name. And yeah, man, you heard when Amir Khan says Kell Brook's been living off my name, and some of these guys are doing that. Billy Joe Saunders, no exception. He knows his career is garbage. He knows his career ain't shit. So he has to mention Amir Khan's name to do that. Billy Joe Saunders hasn't even fought a puncher ever in his life. I mean, he did with David Lemieux. He never got hit by that puncher, so we don't know what his chin is like. Talking big shit, but let's see, man. Let's see what Billy Joe Saunders does against Charlos. Let's see what he does. He ain't beating no Charlo, man. And I don't even think he beats Canelo. I don't think he beats... he might beat Triple G. I don't know. Actually, I don't think he beats Triple G. He's not... Billy Joe Saunders is highly skilled against fighters that are not highly skilled. He boxes fighters that are not good at boxing, like moving around the ring, you know, using boxing skills and whatnot. Let's see for himself. At the end of the day, he's a fighter and I give him that respect, but I only talk bad about fighters when they're hypocritical. You know, so let's see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Do you think Billy Joe Saunders is right? Or, I mean, I personally think he's been hypocritical. He's saying Amir Khan should face Kell Brook. Okay, cool. Except that Kell Brook doesn't, like, I mean, I'm going to make another video on that Kell Brook thing. People are saying Amir Khan's scared of him. Amir Khan's ducking this and that. But I guarantee you, if Amir Khan never faces Kell Brook will never face another good opponent. So, you know, it's not that Kell Brook really wants that fight. He just wants a payday. If you really want challenges, you call out all these top fighters. He don't want to fight no Errol Spence. He don't want to fight no... I mean, the Triple G fight was only for a payday because when Amir Khan fought Canelo, Kell Brook became irrelevant because people realized, like, look, Khan's facing Canelo. Who the fuck have you faced? That's what people were saying. And I guarantee Kell Brook don't want to fight no top fighters, man. He's going up in 154. You think he's going to fight Charlos? No. And he's just the only top fighter he wants to fight is waiting for that. You know, he might want to fight Errol Spence and then he can just claim, look, this is Errol Spence. But he will not fight no Keith Thurman. He will not fight none of those guys, man. None of those guys. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, right? And if he does, it's probably going to be for a payday. And he's going to be going to fighting bums again. He wants the Amir Khan payday, and if he doesn't get it, he will not fight another top fighter. I definitely believe that. 93 Boxing, I'm out. 93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. Billy Joe Saunders is mentioning Amir Khan's name to get publicity for his bum fight. You know, it's one thing for Amir Khan to come back after 2 years from a knockout loss to fight